Oh my god. Everything's falling! Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a Disney store, Disney Studio store, Hollywood, and Disneyland haul for you. So I have merchandise, I have pins, I have a purse, some mugs, I have all sorts of crap that I didn't need that I bought. The first thing I'm gonna go over is what I got at Disneyland in this giant bag. I don't know if you guys collect guide maps, but I do, and these are not all for me. They're pretty cool. They have the cars. They have Mater dressed as a vampire on the California Adventure one. So yeah, I got those, and I went yesterday. So the pins always come out on Thursdays. I can't go on Thursdays because I have class literally from 8 a.m. till 6. On Thursday, the 25 Years of Fright Nightmare Before Christmas Halloween pins, which were released at Disney World last week, were also released at Disneyland yesterday. No, Thursday, sorry. So I got some of those. I can find all of them. So the first pin, which I got 2 of, this is the only one I got 2 of, is Zero. You can see he's sparkly and it's pin on pin. And these are LE 4000. They actually have the edition number on the back of the backing card, which is really cool because usually you have to like take the pin off the backing and check, which like sounds like it's not a big deal, but it's really annoying when you're trading and you're trying to tell someone like, oh, like my pin's LE 1000, and they're like, oh, can I check? And they take it out and they're like, actually it's LE 2000. And you're like, okay. I got 2 of those. It was fun. The next one I got is Oogie Boogie and Sally. I actually haven't looked at these until right now. I kind of just was like, can I have one of each of those? To the cashier when I was getting them. But this one's cool. It's kind of reflective. It's translucent enamel on the background and pin on pin. And it is Oogie with Sally. My nails are so ratchet. And the last one I got is the Mayor with Shock Lock and Barrel. So this one, the Mayor freaks me out, but so does like most Nightmare Before Christmas characters, so not really any different. I'm gonna take this one off the card because it does spin. You can see our pumpkins in the background that my roommate's got. So this is his little happy face, and then it flips around to be his freaky, sad, scary face. Ah! I also got 2 of these Sugar Skull cars, which came out only at California Adventure. These are California Adventure exclusive, and these are a limited edition 3000. They're really nice. They have glitter on them. And everyone's like, oh, they're Coco themed. They're not Coco themed. They're just like Halloween Cars themed, because Cars Land has a what's the word? Has a habit of making pins of cars, like the Cars characters dressed up as different things. There's a Woody and Buzz pin. There's another one that I can't think of, but there's a couple of them where they have them dressed up. So I got the Happy Halloween 2018 Headless Horseman annual pass holder pins from Disneyland. They look like this. And they're stained glass, if I can. They're stained glass, so you can see through the pin, which is really cool, which I didn't even realize until I was packing them yesterday, or today, and I was like, wait, they're like stained glass, that's so cool. I also got 2 new princess pins. These are open edition rack pins. I don't collect Mulan or Belle, but I thought these were really cool, so I got them. They're nice quality. I was gonna get Rapunzel because I do collect Rapunzel, obviously. But her pupils came out really weird on the pin, like they look like little pin pricks instead of like actual pupils. So when I was checking out to buy the Nightmare Before Christmas pins and the Sugar Skull car pins, the cashier was talking to me, and I actually made a trade with him because he had a lanyard on. And so after I made the trade, he was like, did you get any of the regular Halloween pins? And I was like, oh, regular Halloween pins? You mean like the Halloween party pins? Because I did get some of those. And he's like, no, like the regular ones. And I was like, oh, like the open edition ones? No, I didn't actually, like I didn't buy any of those. And then he was like, oh, like whatever. And then after I finished checking out, like literally right before I left, he had put everything in the bag. He goes, oh, here. And he pulls this out of his pocket. And he's like, and he hands me this pin. It's like an open edition rack pin, which retails for like $10. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Like, it was so nice of him. It's like the second time that a cast member has given me like a nice rack pin after I've traded with them. So not all good in the world is lost per se. like most of it is, but there are some nice people out there, I guess, is the moral of this story. And then I also got these pins from Board Trading yesterday. Board Trading and Cast Member Trading. This one is the King of Hearts bathroom sign. I also got this Maleficent purse, which is actually like a really hard one to find from the set, so that was pretty cool. And then, the one I'm really excited about is this Cinderella Carriage Hidden Mickey 2019 completer pin, which I found on a board a cast member had this. This is only the second one of these new Hidden Mickeys that I found, so I was pretty excited. So yeah, those are all the pins I got from Disneyland yesterday, but I also, this week, got a couple other things. I went to Disney Studio store in Hollywood on Wednesday because there was a surprise pin release of another set of the Villains Cuties. I went at like 4 o'clock and I was really worried they weren't gonna have any, so I called beforehand and I was like, hi, like, do you have any of the surprise pins left from today? And they were like, oh yeah, we do. And I'm like, okay, like, do you have a lot? Like, do you have a little bit? And she goes, there's some. And I was like, but should I drive over there? Like, I live 45 minutes away. And she was like, I mean, like, there's a good amount. 7:15.
Okay.
I'll be knocking on your door. What?
You'll be dead.
You'll be dead?
That's lovely.
Might as well be? Wow, everyone hates me in this park. So anyway, so I got there at about 4:30, whatever. So anyway, I got there, I like sprinted across Hollywood Boulevard and I was like, ran across the crosswalk and I went in, there was no line and all the cuties were still in this case. So I ended up getting them. I ended up actually, well, okay, it's kind of a long story. So this is the Horned King. All of these pins are LE 300. This one is Madame Mim. Jafar. Oh my god, not Jafar. Every time I talk about this pin, I call him Jafar, and it's not Jafar, it's freaking Dr. Facilier, whatever. And then, Yokai from Big Hero 6. I actually got 2 sets of them. You can see all of them. So yeah, I got all of these. My hands literally look like claws again, but it's okay. And it's kind of a long story. I'll just insert my Instagram story from Wednesday because that's the best way to explain it. But basically, I was extremely embarrassed and I will not be, like, I ran out of DSF because I was so embarrassed. And now I'm worried that next Friday when there's a release, the cashier is gonna see me and be like, oh. And I also got a couple of rack pins. I only have these ones left, but these ones are Lotso and Ursula. She's sparkling. So these are open edition pins that they sell at the store all the time. Got these 2 patches, Maleficent and the Queen of Hearts. They were $4 each. They're super cool. I also went to Box Lunch and I picked up a couple things. So I got, first of all, these Coco pins. This is Dante and Pepita in their Alebrije forms. That's such a white way to say it. And these are just, I think these are open edition. I don't know, Box Lunch pins are kind of weird because they're like open edition, but they're more like limited really. And then I also got this little Marie, which they've had for a while, but she's cool. She's pin on pin. So I got this when I was about to check out from Box Lunch. I saw it, they were like, you need $1 more, and I was like, oh, that's great. I'll spend $30 on this sweatshirt. This is my Aristocat sweater from Box Lunch. It's a crew neck. I needed a new sweatshirt. And I also got this, you might have seen me wearing this in my last vlog, but I got this Yzma cat hat from Box Lunch as well. The last place I went was the Disney store. Then I also got this Cheshire Cat mug, which I've been wanting for a while. It's pink on the inside. It says, almost everyone here is mad. I also got this Hocus Pocus mug. It has a matte gold handle. It's purple on the inside. And the last thing I got was this butterfly purse from Alice in Wonderland. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, like, comment, follow me on Instagram, be my friend. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna start trying to do Disneyland hauls probably weekly, maybe every 2 weeks because I'm there so often and I get so many pins and extra things. embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me. Maybe, I don't know, but I was gonna leave. I got my set and I was gonna leave, and then I was like, wait, maybe I should ask someone if they'll go up with me to get another set. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna find someone. Like, the worst they can do is say no, right? So I see like two teenage-ish, like pre-teen looking kids outside the store with their mom. And so I will go out and I'm like, okay, hi, I have a really weird, awkward question for you, but can I borrow one of you to go up with me, like, to the store, and I'm gonna pay for them, like, whatever, okay? And they're like, oh, sure, like, that's fine, just make it quick because we're waiting for our bus. So I'm like, okay, so I take the, like, preteen girl and we go up to the counter and I'm like, hi, can we get a set? And this girl was so with it. She's like, well, what do I ask for? And I was like, oh, just say, can I have a set of the surprise? So she goes up and she asks them, can I have a set of the surprise pins, please? And the cashier looks at me and she goes, you know that, like, you already bought some, right? And I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, oh, yeah, I did. Haha, like, sorry, I know I'm weird. And she was like, you know you can buy more than one, right? Like, you can buy more than 4. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, you can buy, like, I guess you can buy 2 of 2 pins. So you can get 6 pins total when it's a surprise only, I guess. I don't know, okay? I've never heard of that, so I was confused. And so I was like, oh, okay, thanks. And so I was like, okay, yeah, that's great, whatever, just give me the pins, right? Because I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh my god, okay, whatever. This girl, like, so I just bought the pins. And I was like, okay, thank you, like, whatever. And I just now realized what she meant, because I thought she meant, like, you could buy 2 of each. But apparently with surprise pins, you can buy 6. So I could have just bought 8 pins. I could have bought basically 3 sets in there by having 2 people. But no, so now I'm too embarrassed to go back in, so I just left. Like, can you imagine? Hi, I'm back again. Already bought 2 sets, but I want more because I'm a freak. Oh, and then she goes, are you like a big pin trader? Like, are you really into pin trading? And I was like, haha, yeah, you can say that. So yeah, I won't be going to DSF ever again because I'm too embarrassed to see that cashier again. So